Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Azwan Effendi bin Mail. I'm from Department of Information and Communication Technology from Polytechnic Mersing Johor, Malaysia. Today, I would like to present our studies, which is the title is Phishing Malware Detection using Machine Learning by using WEKA tools. For our background study, phishing is a digital communication strategy used to collect crucial information such as account user, credential, and credit card information. It is used by criminals to steal personal information from the consumer. It is used by the criminal to steal personal information, and it will be a replica of the original website. The consumer becomes a victim of identity theft if they submit their personal data such as their passcode, banking information, and login details into the fraudulent website. The criminal will then use the information supplied to get access to that information and use it to buy things, transfer funds, and participate in other illegal activities. With the advancement of the internet, a growing number of apps are being integrated into websites that may be accessed directly over the network. This breakthrough has attracted an attacker intent on compromising computer systems via phishing websites. Numerous strategies for detecting phishing attacks have been offered. There is nevertheless opportunity for progress in combating the phishing danger. The purpose of this work is to examine and assess the efficiency of a machine learning strategy for classifying phishing attacks. To identify phishing attacks in a web apps program, this research utilized a heuristic method in combination with a machine learning classification. The problem statement for this study is there's a lot of new phishing attack techniques happen nowadays. And every day there's still numbers of phishing attacks happen. And lots of information have been stolen, especially our credential. Then a lot of machine learning strategies for detecting phishing attacks and low percentage of accuracy for detecting a phishing website using others machine learning strategies or other strategies. So our objective for this study is to examine and assess the efficiency of machine learning strategy for classifying phishing attacks. Second, to identify phishing attacks in web apps program using a machine learning classification. And the third is to determine which one is the most effective at identifying phishing assaults. For our literature review, for this study, we've been referring numbers of documents. So the first document is malware-based phishing attacks one-on-one that has been published on 2021. It's about hackers embed malware in files and URLs that appear to be legitimate and come from a reliable source. The second document is phishing attacks and defenses that been published on 2016. Malware is often delivered as a downloaded email attachment. Key hackers and screen snatchers are two forms of malware commonly used in phishing efforts. They are spyware that captures and records keyboard data or screen displays and relays the signal to the phisher. In other circumstances, the attacker's goal is to take control of the victim computer. The device can subsequently be utilized for more phishing attempts, especially on the victim connection, along with spam and denial of service attack. The third document is phishing attack detection using machine learning approach that has been published on 2020. It's about a model to detect the phishing attack using machine learning algorithm like random forest and decision tree is proposed. For machine learning processing, Kaggle provided a standard legitimate dataset of phishing attack. The suggested model uses feature selection algorithm like principal component analysis (PCA) to examine the dataset properties. Finally, the random forest algorithm attained a maximum accuracy of 97%. The fourth document that we'll be referring is the classification of phishing attack solution by employing deep learning technique, a systematic literature review that has been published on 2019. It's about the random forest technique is utilized to improve speed because it has high accuracy of 98.8% when combined with 26 phishing website elements. The fifth document is detection and prevention of phishing website using machine learning approach that has been published on 2018. It's about the machine learning techniques and algorithm are used to evaluate these various features of URLs and website. The algorithm such as logistic regression, decision tree, and random forest is compared. The result is found out that random forest has a high accuracy, which is 96.8 accuracy. Phishing detection using random forest, SVM, and neural network with backpropagation are the last document that we're referring that may be published on 2020. It's about the improved random forest classification technique, the SVM classification algorithm, and the neural network with deep residual classification methods are all described in the study, with efficiency of 97.369% for random forest, 97.451% for SVM classification algorithm, and 97.259% for neural network. Okay, next is about our research method. We are using machine learning methodology. For this study, we are using phishing detection flow, start from website, and then collecting data, developing a model, testing, and lastly, we'll be comparing the result. For this study, firstly, for data collection is the first step in the project implementation. For this project implementation, data collection is the first step. The dataset phase is crucial for maintaining the accuracy of the result. The dataset will help researchers better analyze and explain phishing and other unlawful activities. All of our dataset we have been referring or using fish tank and OpenFish to collect the dataset, the phishing dataset, and we also use command crawl to get the authentic dataset. We use machine learning approach. For this study, we use WEKA tools. WEKA stands for Waikato Environment for Knowledge Analysis to detect any phishing website from the dataset that we gain. There are 49 phishing features used for this study. WEKA is capable of performing a variety of various data mining tasks such as pre-processing, aggregating, categorization, modeling, visualization, and feature extraction. These are the phishing website characteristics that we will use. So the first characteristic is URL length, the length of the URL that we have suspicious components at the address, and then the IP address, number of dots, the amount of dot in the URL of the site, subdomain level, the level of the subdomain in the URL of the website, path level, the depth of the route in the URL of a website, number of dash in hostname, count the number of dash character in the hostname portion of our website URL, and then domains in path to check to see whether the path of the website URL contains a TLD or ccTLD, HTTPS in hostname, number of dash, @ symbol, determine if the @ symbol exists in the URL of a website, tilde symbol, path length, query length, relative form action, abnormal form action, pop-up windows to review see if the HTML source primarily known as JavaScript function for launching pop-ups, and then lastly will be right-click disable to measure whether the HTML source code contains a JavaScript instruction that disable the right-click features. So these are the result analysis. This research employed four classifiers in order to investigate the differences between the outcomes obtained by the different machine learning classifiers. We use four types of machine learning classifier. Random forest, J48, naive Bayes, and K nearest neighbor are the four classifiers that we use. To evaluate the various metrics, this research used assessment criteria such as accuracy, FP rate, precision, recall, and F measure. This is the result based on our finding. There's four classifier, J48, random forest, KNN, and naive Bayes. Based on the accuracy column, you can see that random forest have the highest percentage of accuracy, which is 98.37%, following by J48, and then KNN and naive Bayes. And the others characteristic, FP rate, precision, recall, and measure, it shows that random forests are the classifier that has the highest percentage of the result compared to the others classifier. Next is the confusion metric. In this confusion metric, it shows the effectiveness of the classification technique. Based on this confusion metric, it shows that we have been used two types of dataset. The first dataset is actual legit dataset website. The second is actual phishing website dataset. By using four different type of classifier, as you can see that the result that has been predicted by using different type of classifier, this four type of classifier, it shows that random forest has predict a legit and predict a phishing website uh, more accurately. More accurately, yes. Random forest shows an accurate data that has been predicted compared to the others classifier. As a conclusion, this study goals is to show how well the recommended approach detect phishing attempt. The proposed method uses a machine learning classifier to accurately identify phishing assault. It reveals that random forest is capable of achieving a good efficiency with a precise positive rate of 98.37% when website attributes are used to identify phishing assault. The findings imply that random forest classifiers are excellent in detecting phishing assault. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.